Alright, I got a question I want to pose. I mean, I put this out there on Facebook, and I got some pretty interesting responses about it, but I mean, I just want to talk about this for a hot minute. Alright, how come whenever somebody dies, alright, it don't matter whether they got killed or they just died, but it is usually somebody that got killed. I mean, it, even somebody you watch the news, somebody on TV, they got killed. Whenever they interview people that know them or whatnot, they always talking about how great of a person they were. You know what I mean? Such and such, he was a good person, or, she was a good person, and this, that, is the third. Now, I ain't never seen on TV nobody get interviewed where they say, oh, that motherfucker, I'm surprised somebody didn't kill him earlier. You know what I mean? It's like once you die, you automatically apply for sainthood. You a saint all of a sudden. You know what I mean? I don't get that. I don't understand that. You know what I mean? And another one I don't understand. You got motherfuckers out here doing all types of evil shit, and when they die or get killed, or that shit catch up to them, all you see is t-shirts. T-shirts with the nigga face on it, and people talking about, oh, see you in heaven when I get there, and and the dude was running around doing all types of shit, killed a whole bunch of people, was out there robbing, all types of foul shit. And all of a sudden he's dead, now he's laying up in the casket, and you got a preacher standing over there saying what a great dude he was. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, that happens a lot. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to know. I guess it's a thing of, you might feel like you don't want to be disrespectful or whatnot, but if I know somebody that was a straight up asshole, and I mean like a terrible person, and I find out that they got killed or they died or whatnot, I'm not going to say how great of a person they were when I knew they wasn't. If anything, I just won't say nothing at all. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to say, oh, such and such was a good dude, and stand up there and make shit up, and knowing they was a straight up asshole. You know what I mean? I don't get that. I really don't get that. But I mean, that was just something that, you know what I mean? Yeah, that was just something that I was, that's something that always got me. I never quite understood that. You know what I mean? And another thing kind of along the lines of that, and not saying here again, not saying, I mean, if something was to happen to me, I know everybody don't like me, just like I don't like everybody. You know what I mean? But if it's a person that don't like me and think I'm a real asshole, or I'm a piece of shit for whatever reason, then ride with that. You know what I mean? If something was to happen to me tonight or tomorrow or next week or whenever, and for whatever reason, if somebody asks you about it and you think I'm a piece of shit, if you don't want to be quote unquote politically incorrect, then just don't say nothing. But don't say how great of a person I am if you think I'm a piece of shit. Alright, now if you look back and you say, well, maybe I didn't like him for whatever reason, but all in all, he was kind of a good guy. That was just a difference we had. Then so be it. You know what I'm saying? But that's what it is. But another thing I wanted to touch on, it was just kind of the same thing. And, I mean, alright, we're going to go like this. I had a conversation with my cousin, alright? And we was talking about people being assholes. Alright, we just going to put it out there. People being assholes. There's a whole lot of assholes out there. The world is full of assholes. That's why life is so hard, dealing with assholes. You know what I mean? So that's just what it is. But think about it. Little kids can be assholes too. You know what I mean? They say all the time children are cruel, which is true. They some children are cruel. They just cruel. Because especially the smaller ones, because little kids are brutally honest. Because that discretion that people have to say, oh, you know, let me not say that. That's not right. Little kids don't have that. You know what I mean? So the first thing out their mouth, the first thing that pop in their brain rather spits out their mouth. You know what I mean? And a lot of times they don't mean nothing by it. They don't mean to be disrespectful or anything like that. They just don't have that discretion. You feel me? So I'm not even talking about them, but not kids just being honest, but kids do. Some kids are little assholes. You know what I'm saying? And if you think on your life right now, somebody you know, and you be like, damn, that person's a real asshole. If you knew him for a long time, or even if you didn't know him for a long time, but 9 times out of 10, when that person was a kid, they was a little asshole. You know what I mean? You think of the biggest assholes in history, like Hitler, Bin Laden, any historical figure, or anybody you know, period, there's a big asshole. You like, damn, that's a asshole right there. When they was little, a little ass kid, 9 times out of 10, they was an asshole then. And if they wasn't, if it was something that happened in their life that turned them into an asshole, then guess what? They still had them asshole tendencies in them. You know what I mean? So, not little kids can be assholes too. That's what it is. Just like a lot of people would consider me an asshole. Whoever you are from watching this video, you may join the ranks of them. You might say, damn, I think you're an asshole. But guess what? 9 times out of 10, some of the people that think I'm an asshole now, that knew me when I was a kid, thought I was an asshole then. You know what I'm saying? So, that's what it is. But I just wanted to touch on both of those subjects. One, stop making these asshole people out to be saints when they die, when they wasn't. And if you look at a little kid and he's like, damn, that little kid a little asshole, not to be funny, you know, no disrespect to him or his parents. Don't feel funny by calling that little kid an asshole, because he gonna grow up, that's not gonna be the first time he hear asshole, he gonna grow up to be an asshole 9 times out of 10. You know what I mean? And don't get it twisted, just because you think he's an asshole, maybe it's an assholeness in you that thinks he's an asshole. So maybe he's really not an asshole, but it's you, your asshole tendencies within inside of you is making him out to be an asshole. I mean, it's a whole lot to it. You know what I mean? But yeah, I just wanted to touch on that. You know, that was a little thought I had rumbling around. So yeah, I go ahead and put it out there. So you know what it is. All right.